But coming up in just a moment, in fact it's about to start, it is starting now, this is the display by the Retired Greyhound Trust.
What is it? Well, it's been going now since 1975 and it's in its 40th year this year. It's its anniversary. And what the Greyhound Trust does is it works with the racing industry to actually assist the trainers and the owners to home their greyhounds when they retire. So we have over 70 branches across the country working with different stadiums. But the good thing about the Retired Greyhound Trust is that it only pays for 11 volunteers. And out of that, the rest of the money that is raised by the Retired Greyhound Trust actually goes to looking after the dogs, which means that for every penny that we raise, only 11% is based on expenditure. The rest is actually going to the dogs. The importance of the Retired Greyhound Trust is that we work with the volunteers. The volunteers are so important to us because they do not get paid. Everybody that you will see in the arena today is doing it voluntarily, including myself. As you can see in the arena, we've got one heck of a big greyhound. We have a lot of problems training him, I'm afraid. He doesn't actually work with us very well. In fact, we're still trying to train him in a home, but he's doing okay. That is Homer. Homer is the Retired Greyhound Trust's emblem, and you will see him on all the pictures and all the photos. So now I'd like to introduce you to some more greyhounds that are been homed or are due to be homed. So the first one I'd like to introduce you to is Rio. So if you can see Rio, Rio is 3 years old. He retired after racing for 45 races, and he is now looking for his forever home. Are you talking to me? Yeah? Okay. What we do as a volunteer is socialize these animals. It's important that we get them into their homes to make sure that they are right for the family that we're looking for. But what we're doing here is we're making sure that there are misconceptions about the breed that we want to put straight. For instance, does a greyhound need a lot of walking? Well, guess what? No, it doesn't. A greyhound is the fastest dog on the planet and the third fastest animal in the world. The cheetah is first, there is an antelope that is second, and believe it or not, the greyhound is third. They love to race. They do enjoy going on racetracks. Some of them don't enjoy racing, so they make good pets with cats, as you can see from mine. But the good thing about this is that we socialize them so that they get used to coming into homes, and they don't need a lot of walking. They only need 20 minutes twice a day. And that's really important for us because it makes us realize that they can be homed with anybody. They can be homed with the elderly. Thank you, Marty, that's really great. They can be homed with the elderly, and they can be homed. This is why I've let him off the lead, because he's the showstopper, I can assure you. Marty, come here. People turn around to me and say, are greyhounds good to have as pets? Yes, they are. They're great fun. Marty, come over here. Okay. What I'm trying to show you is, people ask us, do greyhounds enjoy playing with toys? Yes, they do. Do greyhounds enjoy playing with children? Yes, they do. Can they do agility? Well, believe it or not, in America, they do actually do greyhound agility. So yes, they can be trained as well. So now I'd like to introduce you to another greyhound. This is Judy. So Judy is 8 years old, and she has been retired for 5 years. The problem with Judy is she's so retired now, we can hardly get her to walk. let alone do anything else. So if you can see the laziness of her, that's what she's like. Oh, no, thank you, Marty. That's really brilliant. Do you know the reason why he's doing this is to really show me up, isn't it? Thank you, Marty. But also, I'll tell you a reason why they do this. Yeah, thank you. Come and say. In the arena, when they're just before they're racing, they actually walk on a grass like this, and they're taught to actually relieve themselves before they race. So he's actually thinking he's going out to race. So let me tell you a little bit more about the Retired Greyhound Trust. It raises all its money through awareness events. It raises its money through Facebook donations, and it needs your help. Because the industry is self-funding. We do have assistance from owners and trainers. They actually pay for their greyhounds to come into the trusts, and they give us a donation, and there's a lot of misconceptions about that. They do assist us. And believe it or not, many of the trainers and many of the owners actually love their dogs. Here's another one who has retired. This is Max. Max is 10 years old. The Greyhound Trust does a lot. He's showing me up really badly. The Greyhound Trust is very important in our industry to ensure that people understand the breed. Because what we're trying to do is get the fact that the greyhound makes excellent pets. One of my greyhounds, which is Judy, is actually a pets as therapy dog. She actually goes into nursing homes. She works with people who've got dementia. Marty. Enough. She works with people who've got dementia. She works with children. And we're actually teaching Marty to be a pets as therapy, but he's got a long way to go yet. But the good thing about Marty is he's very loving. And a lot of people say to me, what is the greyhound like? Do they like to be loved? Oh my goodness, yes they do. They are the most affectionate dogs you could possibly want. I think you give your soul to the greyhound when you have one. And whenever you actually touch one, you always think that they're wiry, but actually they're not. They're very soft and gentle. So what I would say to you is, if you're ever thinking of having a dog, please consider a greyhound. Come and have a look at the many branches that are across the country. Come and see us. Come and have a chat. The Retired Greyhound Trust has a stand at the Crufts, and we also have other branches here. We have Perry Bar and we have Monmouth Green. But it's essential that you recognise that the money that is raised by this wonderful charity, the majority of it goes to the dogs that are in the Trust's care. There are some interesting facts about the greyhound. It spends most of its life lying down. It spends 18 hours of its life lying down. Yeah, Marty, that's good. Come on, come on. Oi, come on, don't show me up now. It also enjoys most things, really, that other dogs like. It likes playing with toys. It likes having fuss. But most of all, I think, it is probably one of the easiest dogs to get on with. It doesn't take a lot of house training. Marty actually took 24 hours. And this is always a worry for people who look at the greyhound. They think because they've been kennelled for the majority of their life that they actually do need to have a lot more work done on them. Actually, no, they don't. Marty and Judy were both actually house trained within 24 hours. So it's not a problem with regards to the greyhound. It's how you train your dog and how you react to that animal as to how it settles into your house. The Retired Greyhound Trust gives you 24/7 care. If there's any problems with regards to taking on a greyhound, we will help you out. The branches are there to assist you. And so if you feel that you want to take a greyhound on and you've got concerns, we will always talk to you about it. We will always follow it up for you. And one of the things that we do as a trust is we will never leave you on your own. We will always make sure that we are there supporting you. And the other thing that we do is that if you fall ill or if there is a problem, the Greyhound Trust will try and have that dog back. We do not allow dogs to be swapped from owner to owner. We ensure that the hounds that we have in our care are looked after from the day they come into the trust to the day that they go over Rainbow Bridge. When you have a greyhound, it's neutered, we protect it. We ensure that it can't be used for breeding, we ensure that it can't be misharmed. It is also vaccinated, and it is also medically as sound as we can make it. So you are going to have a wonderful dog, literally for a donation, and that donation then goes to the charity. So ladies and gentlemen, on this 40th anniversary of the Retired Greyhound Trust, please consider us, consider the dogs, come and see us on the stand and have a chat. And if you would like to join us at Worcester Cathedral on the 18th of April 2015, we're doing a celebration of all animals. The cathedral is opening its doors to all animals, and we will be there. So please, come and say hi. Come and give your support to all of our branches. And I'll leave Homer saying, and Marty saying, thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for supporting the Retired Greyhound Trust.